Hello, my name is Lisa Mariposa. I'm a yoga teacher, healer, and coach, and today I'm speaking about the topic of ancestral healing. So, we all carry the gifts of our ancestors within us, but also their energies, traumas, and their DNA. And today I want to talk about how their traumas can impact our lives and how often trauma repeats until there is one brave soul who is here to heal that and to break the cycle. And I just want to give you an example out of my own life. So I have been a victim of sexual abuse, and whenever I went into healing sessions, what came up for me is that it didn't start with me, that it started with my grandmother, who was also a victim of sexual abuse by her father. So I kept on seeing, feeling my great grandfather, and I kept on experiencing so much anger and disgust and a lot of pain also physically in my body. And to finally break this cycle, because it happened to me over and over again that my own boundaries have been crossed in various situations, I had to go back to my great grandfather and also free him from what he has done. So souls, when they die, they cannot always cross over to the light, especially when there are still very heavy emotions, energies, and traumas. And I could feel in my great grandfather that eventually he saw how wrong it was what he did, and that he carried a lot of shame, and that he regretted what he did to my grandmother. So his soul wasn't free, and his soul was like attached to my own energy field, and I wasn't free. And I was suffering from the repeated trauma. I was suffering again from other people crossing my boundaries, even though I was setting them. So I really had to talk to the soul of my great grandfather and tell him, I now want that we are all free from what happened in the past, and I wish you that you can cross over to the light. I cannot really forgive you for what you have done, but I really wish you that you can be free from it, and that you can return to the light, that you can return to the love, and that in your next incarnation you will be a wonderful man that is here to protect his family, his children, to be a good father. And I wish you to receive love and to keep spreading this love. That's what I wish you, and I let you go now. And once I said those words, I saw a white light in the room, and I felt that his soul finally left and went over to the light and was no longer attached to my energy field. So in order to change what kept on happening to me and kept on creating so much suffering in my life, I had to travel back to feel the pain of my grandmother who was abused, and to go back to my great grandfather who was the abuser, but who also repented and felt that it was truly wrong what he was doing. So I just wanted to free everyone, my great grandfather, my grandmother, and myself. And that's why ancestral healing is so important. It can really be that you are experiencing a pain that didn't start with you, that doesn't come from you, and that you feel it inside your bones, you feel it in your bodies. Maybe it has even manifested as an autoimmune disease, as other diseases, pain, mental problems, depression, but it doesn't come from you. So you need to go back to the root cause in order to solve it. And that's exactly what I'm doing in an ancestral healing session with you. Through my intuitive gifts and my psychic abilities, I can feel and see where the trauma started, what kind of energies from your ancestors or from your past are still impacting you and creating those problems, blockages, pain, and so on. And then we can solve that by not only freeing you, but also freeing your ancestors. So if you want to know more, you can contact me also on Instagram. My name is La Mariposa Lisa on Instagram, and I'm also available here to respond your questions in the comments. So maybe you are this brave soul that is here to break the cycle, and I would be happy to support you in this healing journey.